Today we're going to do a quick review over conversion factors. I know it's something that you're already familiar with because we did it so much in Chem 1 last year and you had it in your math classes as well. So we're just going to brush up on it just a little bit so that you're ready to think through the process again. A conversion factor, by definition, is a ratio of the two parts of the equivalent statement that relates to the units that are used. And we use it when we want to go from one unit to another unit. For example, 2 inches is how many centimeters? That's not something most people just know off the top of their head, so we have to set it up as a math problem. What we need to know is what the connection is between inches and centimeters. So I can use reference material to find out 1 inch is 2.54 centimeters. You may have it memorized from last year, find it in your textbook, find it on a reference sheet, Google it, but that is the conversion between those two units. Now I can take that and I can set that up one of two ways. I can either say 1 inch over 2.54 centimeters or 2.54 centimeters over 1 inch, depending on what kind of conversion factor I need to use. The next thing I want to do is to set up the problem. 2 inches times, and I'm going to use this one, the 2.54 centimeters over 1 inch, because putting it the 1 inch on bottom allows us to cancel the inches so that I have units left that are in centimeters. So then I take 2 times the 2.54, hit the equals button, and I get 5.08 centimeters for my answer. How do I know that that is the right unit? How do I know that that's the unit I end up with? Because I cancel my inches. Remember though, one of the things that I really stressed last year and again this year, no work, no credit. So you have to show me all of your work. Sometimes we have multi-step problems, and this has the chemistry in it that we've done before, so this is just a review. If I want to take 7.6 grams of barium and change it to atoms, I want to know if I hold 7.6 grams of barium in my hand, how many atoms of barium am I holding? Well, there's not a direct link between grams and atoms because grams is mass, atoms is a counting number. So I have to use Avogadro's number in the process, but I have to go from grams to moles first, and then moles to atoms. So I write down my 7.6 grams of barium, go to the periodic chart, and I find that 1 mole of barium is 137.33 grams. Now I'm going to put the grams on bottom in order to cancel, and that leaves moles on top, which allows me to use Avogadro's number of 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd atoms over 1 mole in order to cancel my moles and get my final answer in atoms, which is what I wanted in the first place. So it's a two-step problem instead of a one-step problem. One thing I want you to remember that we have difficulty with sometimes putting it in the calculator correctly. You can do the difficult procedure, you can set it up and all that, but then you have trouble putting it in the calculator. So remember that we're going to take 7.6 grams, and you can put in times 1 if you want. That's not necessary because it's a 1. So times 1 divided by 137.33 times Avogadro's number divided by 1 mole equals, and get your answer. I want to remind you that we've had problems before in the past when you have trouble putting this number in your calculator because we have trouble with the exponent putting it in. Remember, when you put that in, you're going to type in 6.022 times, and you're going to use your EE button or your exponent button to put in the 23. When you type your number in and you press EE or EXP, it automatically tells your calculator times 10 to the, and then you put in the power. You don't have to put in the times 10. That's going to throw your answer off if you do that. So just remember to put that in correctly. And you hit the equal sign. 3.33 times 10 to the 22nd atoms of barium is what you've got. So the problems you're going to work on today are these types of problems. Remember to have your reference material in front of you. If you have any questions, let me know.